Welcome to another child. This episode about to be fiery as all get up.
Yes.
Episode of their POV with Nikki King. We are your hosts, Nikki Johnson.
And I am the king, King Harrington.
And here at their POV, all points of view are welcome, but some may
We'll
get the
get.
side eye. Y'all know me in the side eye.
Yes.
Y'all, ooey. We missed you guys last week because we were not here for Easter. Well,
Mm-hmm.
call it resurrection, but we pray that you all had a great time with your family and that you missed us about as much as we missed you. So we got to talk to you guys about something real quick. Let me see. Well, for those that are tuning in, welcome. Say hi to us so we know that you're here. We can give you a proper hello.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
so I got a couple of messages and one phone call because some of y'all did not know that King and I, as of this past Thursday, go live every Thursday now at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Now, the phone call I got, I had to apologize because they was in their feelings. I love you. You know who you are. And the messages I got, I love y'all too. Here's the thing. This is why we ask you guys to follow us on Facebook and Instagram because you want to be notified when we go live, right?
Yes.
So if you have not done so, go ahead on over to Instagram at their POV with Nick and King and go. It's going to actually be POV with Nick and King over there on Instagram, and go ahead and like us, follow, subscribe, whatever it is over there on Instagram. So when we go live every Thursday, unless we tell you otherwise, at 1 p.m., you will be notified and you can join us. Yeah, because folks was in their feelings. But nonetheless, let's see who we got. No messages coming through so far. So again, when you guys come in, say hello for those of you that are not camera shy. Or shy to leave a comment, not comment shy, I should say. Say hello so we can say hello back. King, tell us
Yes.
how your last couple of weeks have been, how you're
Uh,
doing today, and then do your shout out.
okay, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? First, I want to thank everybody who thought about me, prayed for me about the brother's right eye, because I know y'all see me with the patch. You know
Hi,
what I'm
Nicole.
saying?
Hey, sissy. Hello, y'all.
What's up?
Hello.
What's up? So yeah, my eyes better, so I'm able to see. We good to go.
He was not blind. Stop that, King.
I wouldn't know. I didn't say I was blind. I had my eye messed up though.
I
It
was
was
just
real. It had a
messing
lot of
with you.
pain and stuff. But yeah, I still could see. But it had an infection, so I got it all cleared up. I'm good to go. So yeah, I'm seeing with the left and the right eye. Okay, so I don't have to give you the side eye, right? Okay. But other than that, y'all had a great weekend. Celebrated my mother-in-law's 75th birthday yesterday. She really
Happy
enjoyed it.
birthday.
She was really surprised. So that went on, and then now today, getting ready for this here, and give a shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, Chiquita. Love you, babe, and just looking forward to this fire show, y'all.
We have some wonderful topics. Hello to everybody coming in. If you have not done so, please share so other people know that we are live and they can also join us on the conversation. So we're about to kick it off in
Yes,
just a moment. My
yes.
last couple of weeks have been amazing. Yesterday, I didn't do Jack Diddley squat, which is that's a whole phenomenon in of itself. I just chilled and rested. Today was my reset day. I had some time with God. I had some good word today. I had a good meal. And I had a good nap. Yes, I did. Y'all know my
Knew the
Sunday
nap.
naps.
Knew the
Y'all
nap
know
was
my
coming
Sunday
up.
naps.
I was wondering when you gonna say you said everything else. I said she gonna say the nap. She gotta say the nap because ain't nothing like her
Life
with a
is
Sunday
life with a
nap.
Sunday nap. Let me tell y'all something. If you've never had a nap after church, you ain't living. You ain't living. You're not living. So my shout out goes out to my future husband, whoever you are, wherever you are. I don't know who you are. I have not met you yet, but I know you are somewhere praying and preparing for me. I'm doing the same for you. You have an amazing wife waiting on you. Hey, hey, boo, hey, shut up, King. Hey, boo, hey. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into these topics because we have a whole lot of them. So, again, thank you to those who have tuned in. Let's jump into it. If you have not heard or seen, which I'm sure you have. So, the viral video went out. This passenger recorded this other passenger. He was even getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna even lie. The man was behind Mike Tyson on a plane and he was bothering the yin yang out of Mike Tyson. Mike didn't turn around and say anything to him, but I think because he was not giving the man any attention, the man's intention was to keep doing what he was doing till he can get some type of response. out of Mike. Mike has said that the man did throw a water bottle at him before Mike turned around and started putting them hands on him. Now, if you watch the original video that was recorded by the other passenger, there's a point where it cuts off. So I don't know if he stopped at some point because he got tired of recording and then picked it back up when the fight started or what. Well, I can't even call it a fight. When the fucking started. Yeah. But the question is this is what we're going to pose to you guys. Does the passenger have the right not to get hit? Or did Mike Tyson have the right not to be harassed? If you have not seen it, it is everywhere. So you can literally, if you Google Mike Tyson and plane, you're going to get 1,000 hits on it. Here's the thing. So now, as y'all can imagine, that passenger, that aggravating passenger went and got a lawyer. And so he and his lawyer, I want to actually read this statement because I don't want to paraphrase this statement. Okay, so this I don't know if this statement was, I think the statement was put out by this man's lawyer. The man is named Melvin Townsend III. It says, our client is a big Mike Tyson fan. When Mike Tyson boarded the plane, he became overly excited. At first, their interaction was cordial. He goes on, at a certain point, Mr. Tyson clearly became agitated by an overly excited fan and began to strike him in an excessive manner. This situation could have been avoided simply by contacting the flight attendant. Our client denies throwing a water bottle prior to being struck by Mr. Tyson. I normally don't start off on the comments, but I want to today. Let me hit a couple of these key words that just really irked all my nerves. First of all, there was no interaction. The man was bothering Mike Tyson. Number two, the man says Mr. Tyson clearly became agitated by an overly excited fan. So even the lawyer is going to acknowledge that he became agitated because your client was doing he was doing the most. If this microphone was Mike Tyson head, the man was all behind this man's head, talking and being loud and trying to get his attention. I mean, he was doing a lot. Then when he says he calls his client an overly excited fan. No, your client was being obnoxious. He was harassing him, and he was aggravating that man. The dude looked like he was drunk because even the guy that was recording this was talking about how the dude was acting drunk. So, of course, it's going to always be made to seem like the victim was victimized, when in actuality, the victim was Mr. Tyson. And at some point, when is enough enough? So then Mike Tyson's team or whatever said, unfortunately, Mr. Tyson had an incident on a flight with an aggressive passenger who began harassing him and threw a water bottle at him while he was in his seat. If you're watching the video, clearly you can see Mike is sitting down. He is not bothering this man. And this man continues for I don't know how long before he turns around and starts putting hands on him. When does enough become enough? I understand freedom of speech. I understand the man had a right to talk. But when does enough become enough? And if you're going to act like that with someone and be that obnoxious, should you not be prepared for what happens next? So what are your thoughts on that, everybody? Let's hit these comments, and then King, I want you to tell me what you think.
Yes, ma'am.
Nicole says Tyson was in the right to me.
Okay.
Once the bottle was thrown, I guess that was enough. Shooting was enough. My mama says, good evening for Queen and King. Hello, Queen. Let's say good morning. Good evening, good Mama. Evening. How are you?
Good evening, Queen.
All righty, King. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yo, bottom line, aggravating passenger while I'm trying to just ride the plane, go to my destination. Yeah, you're going to get them paws if you just get me too riled up. And then when I read it, he even said that Tyson signed an autograph, and he was talking to the dude and this and that and being cordial and friendly. But I mean, enough is enough. I mean, how much I got to keep saying to you to tell you leave me alone after I cordially talked to you, had a little conversation with you, and I'm trying to sit in my seat and just go about my plane ride, and you still apparently he must have been drunk or he was something. But I mean, yeah, after a while, anybody gets fed up, and so you caught them hands, you just caught them hands. Should have sat your behind down and left it alone.
He's doing too much.
Exactly. That's just too. I mean, come on.
Too much.
It's bad enough when you had.
And even if they were talking and he signed the autograph, when
Mm-hmm.
that ended, when Tyson sat down, when he turned his back, when he quit
Exactly.
talking, it was no longer an interaction. It was you
Right.
talking. And you
Exactly.
continued and you continued and you continued. That first of all, celebrities don't owe us anything. They don't owe us autographs. They don't owe us
Nope.
anything because they are people just like we are. And the same way, we're not going to let a stranger come up
Right.
and invade our private space is the
Mm-hmm.
same way a celebrity feels. At what point, excuse me, do you stop? The reason why old boy was recording him was because he was just being that obnoxious.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
just that obnoxious.
Yep.
When do you stop? And then when Tyson punched him a few times before they got him up off
Mm-hmm.
of him, he turns around to the guy that's recording with this real goofy, like, oh, he hit me. And then he
Yeah.
makes sure he shows and he's sitting there looking really goofy. And I'm like, you probably would have got up and did that again
Mm-hmm.
if that man hadn't have busted you that many times. You and we don't know if he got up and tried something again because I don't know when all the recording, like what at what point the
Right.
recording stops. Nicole says, even though he's a celebrity, you never know what they're going through. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
That is a wonderful point because we don't know what type of day that man was having, or he might not have been feeling. Even if he was feeling fine, and having an amazing day, that was a lot. That's just like the people behind you having their feet with no shoes on the airplane right there by your head,
Mm. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
somebody's child behind you kicking you, and you.
Kicking the seat. Kicking the seat.
What
Yep.
is
No
enough
different.
enough?
Yep. No different.
So let me ask you a question. So the lawyer said he should have contacted the flight attendant. Do you think he should have contacted the flight attendant or turn around and just did what he did?
Yeah. My thing is right then, and when you don't reach the limit, you ain't trying to hear nothing. I done told you to stop, so I'm gonna react. Me getting the flight attendant ain't gonna help right there. When I done sat there, I done talked to you, signed the autograph. I'm sitting here chilling. You still yapping in my ear. After a while, it just gets to where you react. So you jump up and kabah. That's it. You ain't thinking about no flight attendant. Hey, can you no? You done. You sat here and kept aggravating me. We ain't gonna. I'm gonna be the flight attendant. I'm gonna flight these fists right across your face. And I guarantee you,
Not
you sit back
flight.
then. I mean, because it's like when you sit down on the plane or you on a train or whatever, and there's this person that's sitting next to you, and they start talking, and then you try to end the conversation, and you're like, yeah, okay, you put the headset on, you do everything you can to try. It just gets to a point like, okay, lady, how much I gotta be like, no, I don't feel like talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that rude. You really don't. But see, that's what it leads to. Some people take it a little bit further, and it depends on who it is. You try to just be cordial with it, be like, okay, man, I had a long day. I don't feel like talking. You know what, like that. But then, well, and then it just turns it up a little bit, and then that's when you have to get rude. But in Mike's place, hey, because the old Mike, oh, homeboy would have been done. He'd have
And
been
bump Mike
done.
Tyson, you get Leroy
Yeah, from the
from
hood, from
Chicago.
Compton. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're just doing too much.
Too
You're doing
much,
too
exactly,
much.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, my thing is people need to be mindful of when somebody's on a plane, a train, bus, anything. They don't want to be bothered. If they don't want to talk, they don't talk to them. If they do talk to you for a few minutes and they stop, take that as a sign like, okay, he's done. Don't what I'm saying? I mean, like you said, it could be just a normal Joe. You know what I'm saying? Shirley from Chicago or Joe from Florida. It don't make a difference. If I don't feel like talking to you, I don't feel like talking to you.
Number
It's,
one, we hold celebrities to a different standard than we hold
that,
ourselves.
that's true.
And number two, he could have been baiting him on purpose
Could have been.
for the purpose of being able to turn around and sue later, for the purpose of being able to be video recorded and go viral as the man that was taunting
Mike
Tyson on the
Tyson.
plane. People do stuff for stupid reasons. Coming to your comment just a second, Nicole. People do things for very stupid reasons, but we hold celebrities and pastors. We hold certain people up in
Yeah.
in higher regard and different standards than we hold ourselves. Just because he was Mike Tyson gave him no right to do that. Just like it don't give me the right to do that to you, and your name is William Harrington. I'm
Right.
not saying
Right.
Tyson's better than you, but just
Right.
because we know Tyson's name and who he is,
Mm-hmm.
did not give that man the right. He didn't owe him an autograph. But if you got the autograph and the picture or whatever
Keep it
you
moving.
got,
Yeah. Yeah.
let that be that. But I mean,
Yep.
I remember when I was watching it when they first started talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite know what had happened. I just saw them talking about Mike Tyson assaulting someone on a plane. And I'm watching the guy behind him. I was like, oh, this is not for the end well. Because the average person is not going to let you do this. I wouldn't
Right.
let you do it. This one going to end well. You want to hit that one, King?
Sure. Nicole said, with the commotion going on, I'm quite sure they noticed. Look how long it went on, and it was noticeable. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Just,
absolutely agree with you, Nicole.
yeah.
Um,
Mm.
I really hope that that whole entire case gets dismissed.
Yeah, it
I
should
hope
be.
Tyson does not have
Yeah.
to
Pay out
pay
nothing.
that man, or
Yeah.
that he even makes it to court. I'm seriously,
Right.
because you know
It's extortion to
anyway.
me. That's extorting
Anyway,
type
I think he
type
was
of
probably baiting
thing.
him. To be honest, he was baiting him. That was it. Was a he knew he was being video recorded.
Exactly.
So yeah. All righty, King. Final thoughts.
Um, like I said, yo, peoples, you're on the train, plane, bus. People don't want to talk. Don't talk. Leave them alone. If they do give you a little bit of conversation once it's over, let it go. You know what I'm saying? From celebrity to the average Joe. People just sometimes just want to be harassed, and you'll never know what you get when you take it too far. You know what I'm saying? You get Tyson's hands. You can get Willie Jean's you know what I'm saying, nails, or Mama G's bag. You know what I'm
Not with these
saying?
nails.
I'm just saying,
You gonna
you
get
never
Miss Birth
know.
upside your head.
Head, exactly. You never know how people react. So yo, let it go. Leave them alone. That's my thoughts on that.
Real talk. If you, because he was a little froggy with his. You froggy like that,
Yeah.
either get ready to jump or be jumped. I'm just saying, y'all leave folks alone. Let folks alone. Get somewhere and sit down, like my dad used to say. All righty, so here's our second conversation. There's a dad. If y'all have not seen this one has gone we viral. There's
Mm-hmm.
a dad that confronts a child at a bus stop who has been bullying his daughter. Now, this man was going in. We cannot show it because the whole thing would be bleeped. But he was going in on this little girl for the constant harassment. He's just basically tired of his
Mm-hmm.
daughter coming home crying and telling him about this girl that's bothering him. Now, the caveat into the story is the young lady who was harassing his daughter, her mother was standing right there the whole time. And so the question is should he have confronted her parent, her mother, or was he justified in confronting the bully who was bullying his daughter? So I want to know y'all's points of view on that one. King, what are your
Uh,
thoughts?
my thoughts. I would have definitely confronted the parent. Yeah, I wouldn't confront the kid. I said because me doing. I mean, yeah, I would get tired of it, but I would have to confront the parent. You know, after the and then too, I'm not that person. If you act like you don't want to do nothing, I'm still not going to be the person that go confront your kid and then get my kid to beat your kid up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to do all that. But I would definitely go to the parent first. I feel like, hey, we should be able to settle this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to go that far where I'm gonna have to watch my kid whoop yours because I shouldn't have to get to that point. But I mean, you should be able to control your kid to know that I'm telling you, your daughter's bullying my daughter. Let's come to some type of agreement about this, because I'm telling you, if it happened again, I'm gonna watch my daughter. I'm gonna tell her to beat your daughter down, and I'm gonna tell you this in your face, because I shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, getting the cops involved, all this. You a parent. It shouldn't even go to that extent. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm gonna confront you first, though. Yeah, I'm really not gonna confront the kid. I'm not gonna confront the kid. I'm gonna confront you. And then if we had to go take it a little further, then I handle it then. But parents, we're gonna handle this as adults first.
Nicole
Yeah,
said he should have confronted the parent.
parents. Yeah.
Then she said, if you have to speak to the child, it's a way to talk to a child. Well, y'all finna be upset with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my opinion. So on our Instagram page, we had someone comment. It's actually a principal. He said, "Oh, hold on a second. Let me pull it back up. Why is it not? Okay." He said, "At no point should a parent confront a kid. As an educator, I'm sorry, he's an educator, but his handle says principal.
Hmm.
As an educator, I will prefer that parent reaches out to the school and the school sets up a meeting between the parents so the adults are on the same page. Then together they come up with a solution where students and parents can support each other. Love what he says, but the thing is he had already gone to the school. The
Mm-hmm.
school didn't do anything.
Right.
And at that point, you got to understand as a parent, there's a level of frustration that is to no end when, first of all, somebody's even bothering your child. Let's start there. And you're not there to protect your child. Number two, you go to the proper authorities and they don't do anything. And I've seen situations like that happen, and I know schools have made statements. I'm not saying every school does this, but
Mm-hmm.
schools have made statements like it didn't happen on school ground.
Yeah. Yep. They have. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
we're not allowed to such so and so because it didn't happen on school
School
ground.
grounds. Yeah.
So his daughter constantly coming home saying that she's being bullied. I don't know if the little girl was hitting her, calling her out her name, but there have been children that have committed suicide over bullying.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever this was had this man pissed off to the point where he went and went off on this child. Now, the fact that he did it with the parents standing there, I understand that. The mother was saying, I'm not going to say the little girl's name, I'm going to just say Susie. She kept saying, Susie, what happened? Susie, what's going on? But it wasn't in a way like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. She was like, I don't know, it seemed like she was asking as if you know your child. And since the father is here all mad and upset, you're going to kind of act like you may not know, but you really know. And I'm not saying she did. I'm not trying to accuse her. But it got to a point where the mother of the child says, well, do you want to fight her? Because the dad was like, told his daughter, go whoop her so-and-so. And the mother of the bullying child said, do you want to fight her? And the child was like, no. She was like, do you want to fight her? She was like, no. So the dad said, okay, then keep your, I don't know if he said keep your hands off of her, but leave her alone or else me, her brother, and somebody else gonna come whoop all y'all. Because that's the point of frustration he was at. So I get that. I absolutely do get that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would have talked to that child and that parent too. And that's just me. You're not gonna be doing much. And the thing is, I feel like if the parent knew and did nothing and something happened to that child, then we would be saying, well, where was the parents at? Why they wasn't trying to protect her? So I think he was doing what he felt he needed to do in that moment. I'm so glad nothing else happened other than what happened, because it's like a 2-part video. And I don't know if the mother of the bully apologized. I don't know if she corrected the young lady. On video, she did not. They were walking away. The father and the daughter were walking away when the video cuts off. So I'm not sure what happens, but I think we really need to be teaching our children, not just what to do, what happens if we get bullied, but don't be the bully.
Right.
Don't be bullying people. Leave
Yeah.
folks' children alone, because kids have literally committed suicide in behind being bullied. And the thing about bullying is, for whatever reason, other kids, it catches on and they want to do it too. You got one, then you have two, then you have three and four, and it's a gang of them doing it. So that's my thoughts on it.
And then too, Nick,
I can't fault them for it. I'm sorry, I can't.
and then too, Nick, just to piggyback on what you said about the suicide, you got them same kids that been bullied coming to the store and kill some kids too.
That too.
You know, had that happen. You know, when they
That
come in there,
too.
got bullied so much they came with a gun, and you know, there you go.
That
So
too. And I hear
yeah.
what you're saying, Nicole. You are right. You do need to show kids how to handle things. You are right. But the thing is at the point of anger where he was,
Yeah.
plus he'd already gone to the school, he was trying to go through proper channels. Nobody was helping him. Nobody was helping him. And I don't know what happened the day before he confronted this child, because you could tell they were going to school in this video. Whatever happened that day before, he couldn't take it no more. So I absolutely understand what you're saying, Nicole. I do. I'm just going to keep it all the way 100. I'm as a parent, I've not been in that type of situation, but I have been where somebody was doing something they should have been doing toward my child. Yeah. So and then you have, I'm not gonna bring that one up. That was a very horrible ending. But what's everybody's final thoughts on this one?
I mean, my thing is, before you, hopefully you don't have to confront the kid. You get with the parents, and like you said, how the school tries to put them together, whatever. But sometimes it goes past that because the parent don't do nothing changes. So you know what? Okay, I'm gonna show, this is how I'm gonna react to this. I mean, because like you said, you might be stopping a situation where your kid commits suicide or your kid comes to the school and shoots old girl or shoots that
Yeah.
kid. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's usually the option. Either they can't take it and mentally and they take themselves out, or I'm tired of it. You stick the
Yeah.
gun in the school and there you go.
Yeah.
And we don't see incidents that happen like that. So, my thing is, parents. I mean, if this parent is confronting you and saying your kid is bullying, you need to stand. You saving your kid's life. Think about that. It ain't just about what can happen on my kid's side. Think about that. I don't see my kid that day. They done got the gun some kind of way. Somebody done helped them out. They come, they
They're
kill your
gonna
kid,
protect
and
themselves.
then what happens? And we
Right.
done had this conversation about your kid bullying my kid. Now your
Right.
kid is dead. Now
Right.
who you gonna blame? See what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's those type of situations, and like you said, people need to take it seriously.
I
Bullying
don't
shit,
condone violence by any
none.
means, but I'm
Me
gonna be
either.
honest. I can understand it. I can no, I cannot understand violence. I can understand where the father was. I can under if
Right.
you watch that video, that
Yeah.
just
You can
wasn't
say.
no that just wasn't no she threw my paper on the floor.
Right. Right.
That was
Yeah.
something that had been going on over a course of time,
Quite a
and he
time. Yeah.
was reaching out for help and couldn't get help from
Yeah. He was
he
tired.
did. Yeah, he was going through the
Yeah.
channels. He couldn't get the help, and you know,
Well, you can tell he was
I,
tired.
I just hate that those things happen. And the crazy part about it is a lot of times those kids that are doing bullying, there's something going on at the home. That's why they are acting out. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I'm gonna leave my comments to myself on the other side of it. My sister says the adults need to know how to handle these situations as well. They do. They do. You can clearly see that child has not been trained correctly, or there's something that's going on and they're acting out, and it helps
All
both
right.
sides. It absolutely does. Love your comments, love your points of you coming in. Nikki is not condoning violence, y'all. And understand it. Let me put that out there again. All righty. Here is one of my favorite topics to bring up.
Oh
So,
man.
yet another viral video out this week. So, and I don't know if this was a skit or an actual thing that happened, but it looked real. Here's the
Right.
scenario. This guy asked this young lady out on a date. He takes her to what looks like a regular local burger joint, to be honest. And he orders his food, and she could just kind of tell that he didn't order her anything, because you have to go up to the counter and place your order. So
Mhm.
she's sitting there and she pulls out her phone. I don't think he could tell that she was recording. And she's like, he wouldn't got us something. I don't think he got me anything to eat. So she asked him to see the receipt. He just kind of, I mean, you good? And don't really show it to her. His name or number gets called. And when a boy gets up, first of all, let's talk about how he was dressed on this day. He had on a do-rag. He had on some jogging pants that were hanging, some slides. I mean, I don't know what date they were on. And again, they were at the local burger joint
That's
for
how I know
real.
date.
It just didn't look like no date.
Date. Yeah.
He grabs his food and she's like, that looks like one bag. He comes back dancing, like, bruh, it's happy he finna eat, and sits down with his plate. She has to get up and go not only order her own food, but pay for it. And the question is, ladies, what would you do if it happened to you? What would y'all do if you were in this situation and or scenario? King,
Mm.
he asked her out on the date. Let's
Right.
start just dissecting what you felt was wrong with any of it, or if you agree with it.
Well, we both know. First of all, anybody know me, I definitely don't agree with it.
Do
First
it. Do it.
off,
No,
first,
no, I'm just kidding.
yeah, first of all, bottom line, the company you keep, the company that interests you. If that's the type of brother that interests you, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You get what you get. If that's what you going, somebody like that asks you out, okay? And I don't care if he was dressed differently when he asked you out. When the actual date came, and he looked like that. My thing is, as a grown woman, turn your behind around. Why waste your time? That's first. That's first and
But
foremost.
what if she met him there and had no
Okay.
idea bro was gonna show up like he just woke up from a nap?
Well, like again, take your behind, get up, and say, no, I ain't no. This ain't what this ain't what I'm in for. If you can't dress no better than this for me, I'm out. I'm just being respectful. You know what I'm saying? That's just being respectful for yourself. That's I mean, yo, what for? Are you looking like that? And then, out of all that looking like that, my man did not pay for your food. So right there, and like you said, we ain't even talking about a middle class restaurant. Okay, we ain't talking nothing that you might have paid. You know me. Y'all know how I do.
It
I ain't even
wasn't
have to
even
use.
like an apple.
I didn't have to use
It
my
wasn't
2 for
even casual
20.
dining.
It wasn't even my 2 for 20 or 2 for
It was
25.
not your 2 for 20.
Exactly.
It was
So
not your 2 for 20.
there you go.
I'm
So
still on
you
that
know,
2 for 20, but it was not
hey,
your 2 for 20, bro.
so you know, if it wasn't that, and he still didn't pay for your food, y'all, what y'all expect? What you expect from a brother that's gonna do that to you? You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna still stay and go get your own food and sit down with him. Are you serious?
We don't know if she sat back
Okay,
down,
sit
but
down.
she just showed us ordering her food
Right.
in her bags.
Yeah, she got her food, so we didn't know that. But still, my thing, why'd you stay long enough to even order your food? He didn't get you nothing, and you still there. See what I'm saying? But see, ladies, you know, I'm one of them brothers with integrity. If you get yes, nigga, I see the side eye, whatever. I wouldn't even tolerate that with a female to play me like that. Her behind be sitting there by herself for real, and I don't care how fine she was. You gonna sit here and tell me you gonna take me out, and you gonna treat me like this, sister? See ya, and I'm out. Not happening, and I wouldn't do a female like that. So, yo, that was jacked up what she got, but she stayed and did all that. So I can't feel sorry. Just gotta check yourself. Know your worth, ladies. Know your worth.
Says Mr. 2 for 20.
Hey, but you know
Mister,
what?
I ain't gonna spend no lot on you because I don't know yet.
But I pay. Hey, Nick, the thing is though, I pay. See what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about paying, even though it's a 2 for 20. You didn't pay for it.
Man,
See what I'm saying? I'm just saying, Nick, you can't knock my hustle because I got the 2 for 20, and it might be something on that menu that you like, and you ain't pay for it anyway.
hopefully. Oh gosh, listen. Oh, and Nicole says we would have to establish that before we go out. That's one of my number ones. Mm-hmm. It'd be different if we had a whole conversation about wanting to go spend some time. We'll get together and go eat. Right. You know, it's just a quick little. You good?
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's my coaster. It's my coaster.
Trying to act like you wouldn't know. What was that? We established that it's gonna be, you know, like one of the quick little, I'm on my little lunch break type of things. Mm-hmm. That we gonna just run next door to my job or something like that. Okay, cool. And then it was established that we're gonna go Dutch.
Right.
But you asked me out, and I know we've had this conversation several times on this story. I mean, on this show. You asked me out. And it was the whole arrogance in old boy for me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if you show up looking like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then when you sit down and I done deduced in my head, this nigga didn't give me nothing to eat. Okay, cool. If I do go get my food after I get it, they call my name, I'm going out the door. But sure. I would have left. I don't need to eat here. I'm out. Right, like, okay, that's what we doing. I'm out. Because it was the whole disrespect. The way he was dressed was disrespectful to me. But I can get past that. It was when he sat down, he wasn't saying nothing to her. It's like he didn't want to have eye contact because he knew what he did. And when she asked to see the receipt, trying to see what's up, he was like, "What? I mean, it's right here. You good?" And then when he got to go get his food, bro was dancing.
Yeah.
And came back with a combo, a dish, a plate for him. He probably would have came back to an empty table anyway. Right. Literally, because she could tell when the food was put up on the counter that it was only one. I'd have been like, "Oh, I'm gone. I am out." So no, no. It ain't even about knowing your worth. Just how we allow people. We teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. And my thing is anybody that would do that, I can't trust you with my safety. I'm not gonna trust you with my heart. No, you want them dudes. If something pop off, you gonna get up on the table before me, gonna run out the door before me. No, I can't trust you like that. You probably will steal from my purse. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I done been on some dates and had some real sorry dudes, and I've had people tell me some stories of how they've been done on dates. Ladies, especially these are your first couple of days, have your own money, go in your own car, Make sure people know where you are going, so you're not. And look, if the red flags are going up through the day, bounce. You owe nobody nothing. Be
Yep.
out. Be out. So yeah, Nicole, we would have to establish that. I don't think it was established. You gonna disrespect me before this date, though. I don't think that was established. King, what are your final thoughts?
Hey, ladies, like I said, check the company. I mean, my thing is, my thing is, I put it like this: would you take that brother to your house to have dinner looking like that? Exactly. So why would you go out in public with him?
I wouldn't
You ain't
take them to my mama's. I wouldn't know.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't be
If we
seeing
were
both
out doing laundry as a couple,
with him.
and we were like, "Babe, you hungry? I'm hungry. Let's go run up." That's different.
Let's see
But you
what's
asking me out on
on
a
a
date?
date, right? So this is no we kicking it. We together already. This is that first date type atmosphere. He invited you out. So that, and again, to my like I said when we was talking about that age thing too. You see how young they look. So it was more of them. Okay, he invited her out, but it was like, yo, we just gonna have lunch together. So he didn't understand what he meant when he said, I'm asking her out.
He
I don't think he really
understood
comprehended.
very well what he meant.
I don't think he comprehended it though, Nick. I mean, in his mindset, I don't think he comprehended that he was
He
supposed to pay.
comprehended that very
Yeah.
well. He
Apparently
is
not.
selfish.
Call it what you want,
He's
but I'm saying
selfish. He
he
comprehended
thinks
that very well. He look, not only did he comprehend, he had that planned out. I hope she don't think I'm buying or nothing.
right. Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
So
But that's
he
what I'm
knew what
saying.
he was doing.
Well, because his thing is he invites you out, but hey, he basically lets you know I'm not paying. So it's up
Yeah,
to you to
no,
think.
he didn't let her know. She deduced that on her own.
Right, but
He
she
didn't.
should.
Well, I guess by his body language, it was.
Thank you.
He did not verbalize that.
He didn't have to. Like I said, his kiddish mind, he thinking, yo, I invited you out. Even though I said that, I invite you dinner, I'm not taking consideration what that really
I don't
means.
think he was that young, bruh.
He was young
I
enough,
don't think
Nick.
he was that. He's younger than us. I don't think he was that young.
I think he looked like he was in his 20s. He looked like he was in his 20s. That's basically that same area.
Listen, my nephew, how old was my nephew? Just went to prom. Josh was what, 16, 17? All the money my sister just, well, she my friend, I call her my sister. She
Right.
just spent on his prom, all because of what he wanted to do as far as treating her good on that day.
Yeah.
He know what a date is.
But you got something.
That brother, I think that brother is selfish. I think he's probably used to doing that.
And that's what I'm
And
saying.
women have let him do it. And I think that was her take
Exactly.
of who this guy was. Bro couldn't even put on a
That's
pair
my
of
thing.
shoes. There was
That's my
some
thing.
slides. Yeah, he knew.
Well,
what
see,
he
but
was
Nick,
doing.
but I'm saying I just seen some women. This is what they do. This is what they hang with. This is what they like.
Right.
This is
That's
what
what
some
I'm
women
saying.
try.
He knew that, but that just still may be something that other people have allowed him to do. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's still one of them things that if that's what you like for whatever he said and how I don't
and
know.
he would be the type that would do just what he did and still be talking about,
Mm-hmm.
can
Yeah,
he get some?
what's up? Can we
What's
can
up,
we
girl?
Netflix and chill? Can we
What's
Netflix
up?
and chill after this?
So what you get ready to go do? I cannot. All righty. This is where you finna come alive because you can't wait to talk about this one. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Okay, y'all. You own shares in a very successful business with your ex. You spend a lot of time at the business working alongside your ex. Your current spouse comes along and says, "Hey, you got to quit this. You got to let it go. I need you to sell your share of the company."
Does not like it and wants you to sell your shit.
Hey, I'm just saying. I just
What
want to
would
put my
you
twist in
do?
it. I want to put my twist on because we talk about the reality of what we're gonna say it. Because she ain't gonna say it like that. She gonna be like, "This is a wrap. We need to
He
go ahead and cut
probably
this
did,
off."
Nicole. He probably did, girl. Go ahead.
So yeah, hey, y'all know. Bottom line, when we talking about business and money,
And I put in there or relationship because they don't have to necessarily be a spouse. People be in long relationships and they not even married. So
yeah, that's true
let's
too.
throw that in there.
And my thing is, even with the relationship, it depends on how many years you done been in this company and stuff. And with your ex, you know what I'm saying, it's still gonna make an impact. But with a spouse, if they feel that they got more of an edge to a certain extent, more authority.
Either
to
or.
make you-
The question is, you got shares in a business
Right,
with your
right.
ex, and you work at this business
Right.
with your ex, and it's very successful. But your new whatever spouse, boo, whatever, It's like, I don't like the fact that you working there that long. I
Right.
don't like the fact that y'all own something together. They
Right.
want you to sell your shares. King, what you doing?
Mm. Okay. See, and I guess because I look at it two ways. My attitude towards relationships and my attitude toward being married. I'm not gonna sell if I'm married. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think more about it because I'm married. If I'm in a relationship, we ain't got a conversation. We ain't got a conversation. I'm gonna cut. I'm not cutting my ties. I'm staying in my business. So that's just my attitude towards that. Because I feel that if I'm married, I got more of an understanding between with my spouse to make decisions according to me and you. If I'm in a relationship, I don't care how long it is. You understand that's my business. So I'm not gonna cut it. So however you want to deal with that,
5-year relationship.
I don't
You're
care.
living with her,
I don't
and
care.
she says if you don't sell, you got to get out, and we're breaking up.
Well, I'm see you.
Okay.
I'll see you. That's it.
So
Now,
what
man,
if you're married, what would you do?
right now I gotta make her understand that. Look, okay, this is what's going on. I'm giving you the logistics of how this works, and it's detrimental to our future. We make good money. These are, and I'll show you the numbers because I ain't got a problem.
She already know the numbers. She don't care. She don't like the fact that you own something with your ex and you spend so much time. So you laid all that out. You show
Okay.
her the numbers and she like, no, sell. What you gonna do?
How many years we got? How long I've been married? I'm just saying. How long I've been married?
I don't know.
5. Okay.
You
If it
tell
get-
us. You tell us what your cutoff limit is.
If I made it to like,
Hold on.
Let's
While
see.
you're thinking, Nicole
Okay.
says it's the bread before you. It's the bread now. As long as it's business, marriage or not, it's still my money unless you can match what I'm going to invest. We in it.
right.
All right, King, go ahead.
I can't say that. So I can't say that. My thing is, I feel like, let's see, what would be my cutoff? Honestly, I feel if I lasted 5 years in, you know what I'm saying, with
In
this
what?
marriage,
The marriage?
in my marriage, and you know what I'm saying, but like, if I've been
Okay,
in the
let's do
business,
it like this.
right? Because I need to.
Y'all are married,
Mm-hmm.
and you back from the honeymoon,
Mm-hmm.
and your wife sits you down and tells you
Mhm.
you got to sell these shares. That's enough of that now.
Right.
Because the whole while y'all were dating, courting, and engaged and planning this wedding, she watched you down there 10, 12 hours a day with your ex. And she
Gotcha.
like, okay, you know what? That's enough. Sell it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna be honest. Hey, I can cut back some, but I'm not selling. So you need to understand that
She tells you, we got time to annul it. You cut back?
Okay. Well,
I mean,
bottom
excuse
line,
me, you cut it out, you sell it, or I'm out.
I can't sell it. I got too much invested. I can't sell it. And now, if I feel that I'd have made enough, if I'd have made enough, will I feel that I can start over, or I mean, it could take me a ways, then I think I'll definitely consider it. But if I feel that I'm not in enough where my shares is going to really take care of me and do something, no, I'm not. And she need to understand that, because if that's what paid for my wedding, if that's what paid for our honeymoon,
It don't matter. You're married now, and she don't want to hear none of that. She don't want to hear none of it.
Well, that's selfish on her. I'll see you later. If you want to act like that, then
5 years
so be
in.
it.
5 years in.
That's when I look at the numbers for real. That's when I look at where I'm at financially from the shares and what I would get if I sell. If I can get a real good return on those 5 years of investment, I'll walk away. For her, I'll walk away and cash in.
What if you can't get a good return?
Then she's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I tell her I would
No,
get out.
she's like, we gonna do this now. We're not going no more. This is it. And I'm asking
Nick.
y'all,
Yeah, I know.
asking him all these questions because he came up with this question. So he should have these answers. Come on,
Yo,
King.
cause see,
Come on.
dang, Nick, see you on.
You the one that came
I
up
know,
with
but
this
see, it's cut, Nick. It's cut dry when it's a year or two. When you
no,
start,
no,
it
no,
can
I'm
be.
asking You came up with the question 5 years
Right.
ago. She said, no.
And then you said my money ain't where I wanted to be.
No. According to you, it's not, because I don't know it needs to be up wherever to sell. So it's not there. Why you thinking, Nicole, there's trust? What's the problem? What the problem is?
Yeah, I mean, it should be.
And what's
I'm
the
good.
compromise?
I'm saying it should be because I'm in and I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not giving her any kind of inclination.
You came up with the question.
I know,
She
because
just
it was a
said
good question.
She says no. And to your compromise, Nicole, 5 years in, she done dealt with it all during the courtship and the engagement. 5 years in, she's dealt with him having to have all these long days and late nights working with his ex. That was a compromise. So 5 years in, we already know what Nicole.
Okay. You know what? I'm okay. I put it like this. I make a, you know what I'm saying? If we would have to discuss when we got married, okay, how much more, how many years, we sit down, I need to stay this many years with the company for my stock to be where I need to be. So if
says no. She says no. She's not doing all of me. So okay. So to your little caveat, let's say she agree. Cause you like, okay, baby, give me 5 years.
Right.
5 years, I'm out. 5 years come,
gotcha.
But you ain't got it where you want it to be.
Right.
So you done hit that 5-year deadline.
I'm out. Hit my hand. Okay. I'm out. If I set that, see why you try?
You came up with the question, babe.
But I'm saying, if I give myself that point, and she says she agrees to that 5 years, and I still haven't reached where I want to, I'm a man of my word. I'll bail out. It's like, okay, you know what? I gave myself these 5 years. You gave me 5 years, and I appreciate that. So if I don't make where I said I wanted to be at, I have no problem with it. I'm out.
Okay. What if it wasn't 5? What if she gave you just 2 years?
And like, okay, and I've been in the business how many years?
I don't know.
You don't know,
but,
okay.
But your question is
right. I got you.
With the new one, and boom. So she gave you 2 years. 2 years, you ain't. I don't know how long you've been with it. Nicole says you have reaped the benefits. A discussion has to be made. If I set the goal 5 years, then I'm out.
Yeah, so I set the goal. If I told her 5 and she cut me to 2, basically what you're saying. If I said give me 5, she said 2.
No. Instead of 5, she said
right. If instead of 5, she said 2. I said no. We got to compromise, or I can't. I said
compromise 2 years because y'all courted for 3. Y'all was engaged for 1. So she gave you all that. She said 2 years after the marriage, after we done got married, that's it.
I'm not where I'm at. I'm not financially where I need to be. I'm sorry. So I don't know. I mean, I just tell her like, no, I can't. Right now, I don't have enough in. I can't. I walk away now, I lose. If I walk away now, I lose out. And I'm not losing this money I done put in this company. If we wait 5 years, then I've been the compensation to be there. I come out with a whole lot more. I've been made a good profit. If I bail out now, I've been lost. So I need to stay.
Or she leaves. See, because that's the thing. When you present this question, I told you this question was going to go real deep because, the thing is when people are still dating and courting, that it's some that's, they just tell you what they want right about the bat. It's a whole lot of things that are permissible until the I do is done.
Yeah.
That I do is done. And it's like, you spend more time with your ex because she might not even see money, or they might not even see the money that you make. And it's like, your ex see you more than I do. Oh, you got to go work there again. So now you're spending all of this time in this business with this ex.
But I would cut back the time. I told her I cut back the hours.
Especially if you're trying to make a certain amount, how you going to cut back and then still make it successful?
Well, see, I mean, like, okay, like if you feel that the same days.
About what you said.
I know what I'm saying, but I mean, I like I said, I will cut back. So it ain't really as far as how much time I'm there. It's that I'm still involved with the business, which will probably be her biggest mistake. Her biggest problem is me still being involved. Well, yeah, it's both of them. But I'm saying I can cut back sometimes as far as you feeling that me and her are there, what I'm saying, at the same time. Because that would be her main thing. Y'all both there at the same time and working. So I said, hey, we'll switch it out where the schedules are not the same. And stuff.
But so what if it's not just that you're there at the same time? What if it's a business where it's only open from so and so to such and such? You ain't got no choice, and it just has more to do with the fact that that's something that y'all still have together, that does not necessarily involve her. Right. Let me tell you how I would work it while you're thinking about it. Mm-hmm. You have to set priorities. Trust has to be there. For me, and this is just me talking hypothetical, I don't know what I would do in this scenario. If there was a way I could still have my shares, but just not work in the business, so I'm not there working with my ex, I would see if that's the area where we could get some compromising going on, right? Somebody else go work it. I just got my shares in it. The other thing would be maybe I do spend a lot of time working there. 10 to 12 hours is a lot when you got a brand new marriage Are you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go off because I'm about to lose some power here. So give me a minute. Yeah, because yeah.
Go ahead,
Hold on.
King.
All right.
Go ahead, King. I don't understand, sis. What you mean? Why can't you get in? What does that mean? What happened? Um, the other thing would be is if he feels like, well, you were spending a lot of time down there at that company and you with your ex, you with him more than you're with me. There has to be a whole lot of changing going on, because it's one thing when you are single and you have to work building a company with your ex. That's one thing. When you're married, that child. And you have to take into consideration the person that you're in this relationship with, how they're gonna feel. How would you feel if it was on the other shoe? Nicole, I already know what you're gonna say. It's about that money. You ain't tripping like that. I get that. But you got to put yourself in the other person's situation. I don't think it can be a cut and dry. Well, you knew I was doing this before when you got with me. I think it has to be communication. I think something needs to be figured out. I don't know if the issue would be trust, or if it even hinges more on trust than it does on you're in this relationship that you spend less time with than you do with your ex because of this business, right? And then another compromise would be, and it would all depend on how you get along with the ex. Why you can't be working the business be a family thing? That's what I mean. Unless you try and do some things with your ex and you don't want that, because people be doing stuff like that. You don't want your new getting involved because you're doing some things with your ex. But that would be how I would handle that. How did the previous relationship end? I don't know. King came up with this scenario, but that's a good question. That is a really good question. I know something that would make it real hard would be if in this new relationship or marriage, if you have gone back and cheated with the ex. I don't know if your new boo would be into compromising on that. It's like, oh no, heck no. You want to be with me, you have to go on and X that. Or what kind of business? True. So yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff that plays into that. But I told King when he was like, okay, I want to do this one, do this topic, that goes so very deep, because his answer automatically was, I'm not giving up my share. She knew that when she got with me. It goes way deeper than that. If you really love someone, you don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose somebody over that. So again, what is the compromise? And if that person feels like, well, look, I compromised the 4 years we were engaged, I'm gonna need you to go on and do something, sell that, put this money into our own business. I don't know, but there definitely has to be a lot of communication and compromise. And I'm trying to give them time to stop aggravating me, because he should take care of this already. I'm trying to give some time to come back because of the last topics we're gonna hit before we are out. And I don't know what my sister was saying. She could not get in. Since I'm waiting on you to hit me back up and tell me why you're unable to get in. Nicole, do me a favor and tell me if you can see me live on my Facebook page, please. It says money isn't everything, but I'm sorry. Money isn't everything, but if it's a company you can start over, then yes, you can sell. Yeah, it would really, really depend on how many issues is this bringing into this relationship. Like, how big of a problem is it? If you are working there with your ex 12 14 10 12 14 hours a day, and you're not spending time with your new wife or your new husband, your new baby, I can understand there being some jealousy there being some insecurities there. If there has been any type of fidelity, or you kind of wondered if there's still some like feelings there, like you said, it would depend on how they broke up. Okay, so you are on my page. Okay, thank you, Nicole. So I'm not sure what had happened with my baby sister then. Are you good, King?
Yeah, right now I'm using here. I had to change up my phone. That device, how we had it hooked up, it was burning power like that, killing the power.
So your mic, you don't have your mic?
No, no.
Okay.
Can you hear me pretty good?
You fine.
Okay.
I just hope it don't start all the ticking. We'll talk after the show.
Yes.
All righty. So the last things that I was saying when I was giving what I would do, I was saying Definitely has to be a lot of communication. If you're spending 10, 12, 14 hours with your ex working this business, this company or whatever, I can understand there being insecurities and all kind of the feelings on, on the new relationship side. The other thing would be is why it can't be a whole family business? Why I can't come and help? And come see, and that's why I was waiting when I first made that statement, because that look right there says a whole lot. It says a lot. That look says so much. See, and it's stuff like that. That's why insecurities will be there. Because why not? If it's a business and you got shares in it and you're my husband, that's a family business. Why I can't come and work them 10, 12, 14 hours with you?
Because I don't have a position for you.
The devil is two lies. It's your company.
It's our company. I mean, it's more people than just me. I'm an investor in the company. Okay, so I'm saying,
bro, you own you're not.
I'm part owner.
Y'all
right.
own that company.
Okay,
you're
I'm
not
part
an
owner.
Investor. Y'all own that.
Right,
you have shares
owner.
in it, and you're there working. But
you got a job.
But I'm your wife, and you can't find.
But you got a job. You got a job, and I don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. Y'all remember what I said when he wasn't on, and it's that reason right there. It's that reason right there. See, that is why the fact that as your new wife, I can't come to work and help whatever it is you're trying to build, whatever you're building for our family. You can't find no position for me.
I don't need the problems on the job. I don't need the problems on the job.
Please.
I don't need the problems.
What kind of problems would it be?
Oh, please, really?
What kind of problems would it be?
You don't need. Why are you gonna be there? Why I need to have that? This is my job. This is what we've been doing. Ain't nothing going on. Why you feel you need to work down there? I don't understand why.
The fact that you got this funky attitude. No, you got a whole attitude. Why is it that I could not be there? You don't need the problems. You just created a problem in your head. The problem is you don't want me there because of you and your ex.
Ain't nothing.
It's our now because you are in a marriage. Thank you, Nicole. Two becomes one. But according to him, it's really not ours. It's his.
No,
it's his job. He don't need me there.
It's ours. It's ours. Understand?
It's ours, but you can't find no position for me to come and work alongside you to help build.
I just don't understand if that's where I work and you can relate this. I make this money, how I make it. What's the problem? Why you feel you need to, you work a job? Why you feel you need to come down there and work?
I don't work a job. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but you down there working 10, 12, 14 hours a day. There's a reation that you do the work and build. You still have not answered why I can't come and work.
I'm not working that many hours, first of all.
Yes,
I'm not working that many
hours. The whole scenario, you've been working the many hours, and it wasn't an issue, or it wasn't. I'm not doing that until I said I want to come. Why is it? Answer the question.
Why do you want to come? Why don't understand? What's that?
Why would you want me to come help build? It's ours.
Because it's been running fine. It's been running fine. So I don't need to add nothing to it.
He is just solidifying everything that I said.
What am I solidifying?
It's affecting our house while they're sleeping peacefully. But King don't want me down there.
Why you need to be down there? You've been
why you just can't answer why you don't want me? Why wouldn't you want your wife down there?
I don't need, because I don't, you know what?
If she's telling you you're spending more time with your ex working down there building this company or whatever it is than you are with me, and I'm giving you a compromise. Stay there, but let me come down there. Let me help build it.
What you feeling? Wait a minute. Why you feeling I'm spending so much time with my ex? Because she owns part of the
love the way you're deflected repeatedly. Repeatedly, you are deflecting and refuse to answer my question.
This is my thing. This is my thing. Okay, this is my company.
Why I said what I said. Go ahead,
this is my company, and I love you.
Why is it yours and not ours?
Okay, I'm sorry. Right. Since we done got married, it's our company now. Okay, but understand, I appreciate you wanting to help, and if I need your help, I'll ask you. And
I'm telling you, I want to come help because we're spending too much time apart. Let me come down there and help. Why I can't help?
Well, I don't have nothing for really to do.
Yeah, you do. You got 10, 12, 14 hours worth of work that you can let me help.
But no, but see, you can't do what I do. So let's understand that part.
Okay.
You can't do what I do. So me breaking my hours on what?
And ladies and gentlemen, it's for reasons like that there would be.
You know what? It's for women. It's for reasons to understand that if you trust me in this marriage, and I've been doing this,
trusting you. I said What if your wife were to say, since you're gone 10, 12, and 14 hours, we're newly married and I hardly see you. It's our company. Why come I can't just come down there and work alongside you to help you build it? And you're getting what you want. I get what I want.
We already built. Ma'am, it's already built. So you can't help me build. It's already built. So just get.
If it's already so built and so successful, you selling. Why can't you?
It's getting success. My thing is just stay home. Just stay home. How about that? Just stay home, and I can just stay home. Just let it go and stay home.
And it's that reason right there. If something happens, then it may become mine. Child, let me tell you something. It's that reason. King's very funk in his throat in the back. His funk is right here. His funk is right there. It's that very reason. There go that crackling.
I see. I hear it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the show. But anyway, what's your final thoughts on this? Other than you don't want your wife down there.
Like I said, okay, decisions. Okay, if I'm running a successful business, okay, I get married. Trust me, I was running it successfully before you, and I can run it successfully with you, as long as you ride with me. Okay, you ain't got to work at my job. You can just love me for who I am. I've been taking care of you. Let's leave it like that. Okay, trust me, I trust you. Leave it like that.
It's so successful, he got to have his ex there with him. No, but his wife can't be there. We're going to go on to the next one. Go ahead, King. You love this topic. You came up with this one, too.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, exes and exes, spouses and spouses, would you help your spouse cover up a murder? What if it was an accidental murder? Would you still help them cover it up? Nick, what says you?
Nicole says, if you get sick, then you want me to know the business. No. Mm-mm. All I want Nicole, since he don't want me down there, probably wouldn't even stay with him, but you don't want me down there, I just want to make sure my name is on the wheel to get that company. I don't care nothing about it till you die. You don't want me down there to see what y'all doing. I'm gonna mute you because it's crackling. All righty, so here we go. Would I help my spouse cover up a murder? No. What if it was an accidental murder? No, I would not. No, because us trying to cover it up, it was the murder for me. That part right there. Us trying to cover it up gonna make it worse. But here we go. Now, let's take the accidental off the table. You really murdered somebody. How do I know if I help you cover it up that you won't turn on me? Because I'm trying to understand why you murdered anyway. But to save your own hide, or they offer you a deal and you like, wait a minute, I only get 5 years? Well, see, this is what had happened. See, Nikki, no, heck no. Absolutely freaking not. No, it's not going to be a For My Man episode. No, heck no, I'm not. And if it was an accident, and it was truly an accident, we're going to go tell them that. But I'm not going to help you. You cover up an accidental murder. You got to even prove. First, you got to prove it was an accident. You got to prove you had no. Listen, the answer is no. I'm not doing it, and I love you. Don't get me wrong, and don't hit me with that. I thought you gonna ride for me. You gonna be riding that. Listen, if it was an accident, I got your books while you locked up. I'm gonna come visit. You can call me, all of that. But no, I'm not doing that. Just on the guys that I'm not gonna have you turn on me to get a lesser sentence. No, it ain't gonna happen. Let me hit these comments. Then King, it's on you. Would I cover? No. I love my freedom, so I'm gonna. She about to sing hard on that dude. I'm not a ride or die for crimes. You hear me? Drop a dime. I'm not. You return. No. And then be hollering about, well, Nikki was really the mastermind. She made me do it. What the devil is a lie? No, I'm not doing that, King. It's on you. What's your answer?
Hey, I hung like you, Nick. I'm so sorry. You did. Hey, how was they said? You brought that on yourself. Yo, you just got to go out like that. I'm sorry. I'm not covering up because I'm not doing it 20, 25. I'm not doing 2. So, you need to think twice when you make that. When you shot that dude or whatever you did, choked him out, I don't know what you did. I'm not helping you cover up Jack. I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm so sorry. Like you said, I'm going to look out for you. You know, get you some snack cakes at the commissary. You know what I'm saying? Cigarettes if you need to bargain. Whatever you need to do to make it the last of 15, 20 years, whatever you got. But I'm not doing it. I'm not helping. Bottom line. No, ma'am. No, sir. Can't do it. Can't do it.
If you did it like, because you trying like to defend our family, well, I don't have to help you cover that up. You were defending the family. So we're going to get us a good lawyer. We're going to go fight this, and we're going to be on our knees for sure praying. But I'm not going to help you cover up something that you did intentionally. And once again, you turn around and be like, Nikki was the mastermind. No, it's not going to be a For My Man episode. And then, and if it was an accident, no, I'm not going to help you cover up something that you accidentally did, you know. And then we got, no, I'm not, because you still might, you get that type of lawyer that be like, listen, if you just say she did it, you can avoid a 25. No, Nikki's not doing it. No, and then meanwhile you out here, you got you a new chick, and I'm in there fighting for my deliciousness to stay delicious. I'm not doing, no, man, not doing none of, no. Ken, you got to unmute yourself, baby. It won't let me do it.
I feel you, Nick. I feel you. Yo, and you don't need to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, they get in your ear like, look, she ain't going to do it maybe 5. If you just go ahead and say, so I'm going to do nothing, you get some probation. But, you know, just go and get 5. I mean, it was accidental death. And, you know, you didn't know, right? You didn't know that's what you was covering up. So just, she did what she did, and you feel bad for her and stuff, and that's why she only get 5. She might, for good behavior, she might get out in 3. 2.5, 3. Well, that do sound good. Hey, see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about? You already you got good time for you ain't got to serve as much time for good. No, man. No, I'm not. No. When King presented this question, I was like, I already know my answer gonna be no.
Hey Nick, if she love you, she'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You can hold it down. She love you. She ain't got no record. See, that's why she won't get as much time. She ain't got no record. She ain't got nothing on her records. Things will be good. 2.5 at the most.
You see that bull? You see that bull snap? That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? She go to church. You know, she's an author. She a motivation. She a life coach. They ain't go. No, I'm not doing it. And the whole time now, look, I was with 2 clients. How did I do that? But you done snitched and rolled over on me, talking about I threaten your life. I'm not doing that. No, not doing it. Nope. The jury gonna have pity on the no, I'm not. Okay, you in this question. Listen what Nicole said. Look, she said, I'll snitch even if your probation officer comes for a traffic ticket. So I'm having a whole concert singing Murder Was the Case that they gave you. You gotta unmute yourself, kid. Oh, go ahead.
That's jacked up, Nicole. That's jacked up. My man is done. He might want to hang it up. He is done.
You see walking telling my murder was the case that they gave you. I know that's right. No, I'm not. Kid, what are your final thoughts? I'm not doing that though.
Bottom line, I'm not taking the rap. I'm not being accessory to the rap. I'm not doing jack. So understand, if you talking about, yeah, you might ride or die. No, I ride with you, but I ain't dying. So, you know, we cut that in half, or we ain't got to do it at all. So if you feel like, you think you got one of them brothers that, hey, he got your back, baby, you commit that, do the crime, you gonna show you the time by yourself. That's the intricate part. By yourself. So hey, ain't helping covering up no murder. That's it.
And you better hope you've been faithful the whole relationship. We ain't got into no recent argument. I'm gonna be right there with Nicole. I'm gonna harmonize with her. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I just, Martin said, I can't do the 5. I can't do the 5. I can't. All right, here's our last one and we are out. If your adult family member was employed, had a job, but passed away, and they had no life or burial insurance, would you chip in to help with the funeral and the burial? The funeral services and the burial costs. King, what say you?
Bottom line, I'm so sorry, but you should have had your stuff in order. You should have got yourself taken care of, got that insurance that that job offered you, and paid it. Because I ain't passing around the hat, it's going to pass right by me. I'm not coming out my pocket. I'm so sorry. I love you. Sorry to see you go. I hate it happened. But I ain't paying. I'm so sorry because I feel as a grown adult, priorities. Set priorities. You know what I'm saying? If you grown, you know you paying and buying stuff and doing this, get that life insurance. It can just be the basic where it covers your funeral costs. That's it. You ain't got to sit there and take care of families or whatever. Make sure nobody else in your family has to help you pay. That's my whole thing. I don't have to, pass around something for something I could have took care of. And that's what I'm saying. Take care of your business. You got car payment, you're paying your car, you got cable, you're taking your trips, you're going to concerts, you're doing all this, but you die without no life insurance. What the is that? Who does that? Okay? And I ain't gonna blame it on no age. And once you get to a job working, they offer life insurance. Every company I've ever worked for offers life insurance. Some of them give it to you. So my thing is, between giving it to you and paying for it, get it straight, because you're not getting my buck. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting my buck. Whether it be $1, $5, I'm not giving it. 50 cents. Sorry. It's been straight.
And King, Nicole said you're on your own, but she was just joking. Wow, King. So what would what would you do if it was I don't want to say that.
Well, see, my thing is, I mean, as a person that understands how important it is and had situations where we had to come to that, I'm like, yo, understand the responsibility of yourself first and and not having to put that burden on your family. We ain't talking about you handicapped or whatever, or something happens, and I don't know. I just can't.
So, King, what if they were killed? What if it was someone that was killed?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, what you was on your job, but see, if you was killed, you was on your job, and I'm saying you was working a job and you got killed, you still had life insurance. It's still gonna pay off. See, I'm still trying to understand how you work a job that offers life insurance and you don't get it. That's what bothers me, because I know people that don't do it. They sit there and work their job, it offers them life insurance, and they don't get it.
Nicole, she raises a good point, though. Some people can't afford it. The insurance, the health insurance, trying to feed the kids, the job don't pay that much. Some people can't afford it. You still way.
One thing I found out, and my brother even educated on me, they got life insurance as cheap as he pays $10 a month for whole life for I think it's $5,000, $7,000. I'm saying, all my thing is, you just want to be covered, and it ain't got to be no extravagant nothing. You just want to have enough where your family ain't got to come out their pocket. That's what I'm saying. Just whole life is the cheapest insurance you can ever get. It just pays if you die. As long as you don't commit suicide, it's gonna pay. That's what I'm saying. So it don't cost that much. You spend that, probably you eat that up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People sit there and excuses. $10, $20. I guarantee you, if you got a habit of smoking it up, if you know what I'm saying, you go to movies, you know what I'm saying, you eating, you go to restaurants, you believe me. And it's once a month. And we ain't talking about having to get no $30,000, $40,000 policy. No. You ain't trying to take care of nobody else, really, unless you got kids. And then you really definitely need to have it. And everything else goes out the window if you got kids.
What do you say to this comment that Nicole just made? How do you answer that?
Time is hard, inflation, household finance are different. Still, you're going to die one day. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of inflation, whatever, you're going to die one day. And it's got to be taken care of. So it's still about priorities. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? If you sit here and go through your house and what you own and what you pay bills at, I guarantee there's something you can cut down in to pay that $10 or no longer $20 whole term, whole life insurance policy. I mean, sometimes
I don't know where he getting some whole life insurance for $10 at.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it depends on how far he got it back. But I'm just saying, there's something out there that is cheap enough where you can afford a month. If you're looking at priority, that's priority. Life insurance, health, and with the Affordable Care Act, people ain't got no way to complain about no health insurance. The way I'm just saying, some of the waivers and stuff. I'm just saying, for some people, especially single, you know what I'm saying? My brother don't pay none. Now he probably, because he's working now, but when he didn't, he wasn't paying no insurance. And he had, so my thing is, we talking about you a single brother, single sister, work a job that offers you life insurance. And every company I ever worked for, life insurance was so cheap, it was pathetic. It was no reason for you not to have it. But if you happen to be not working a job and some kind of way you get income, because I mean, you ain't living for free somewhere or whatever. And some people like, yo, $10, $20, you can make it happen. That's what I'm saying. You're old enough, you can make it happen. You go and do anything else you want to do with your money. Why not make sure that part is put to the side, that you know every month I'm paying this insurance in case something happened to me, my family got to come.
Answer this question, and then we're gonna answer that question.
Some people were prepared financially, but COVID made some major changes where it has to bounce back. It shifted a lot for a lot of people. But I guarantee you, a lot of people didn't shift from insurance. Their life insurance, if they had to change or lower their overall, like I said, the rate. The amount. That's one thing. If you had to do that because things shifted where through you, but they didn't get rid of the policy. That's one thing. You got to plan. You got to make sure certain things are in place. You got to make sure you got somewhere to live. Okay, transportation ain't even major in some places, but you got to make sure you got somewhere to live. You make sure, you know what I'm saying, you got to have some food, but then they got things to put that in place. But life insurance should be a priority right there with living expenses, with having a roof over your head. That's how real it is. And I think a lot of people don't understand and take it for granted. Nobody wants to pay for somebody else's burial when you grown and should be taking care of it yourself. That's all I'm saying.
And I understand where you're coming from with it. Families do it all the time. People do it for co-workers. People, they end up getting killed or have very unexpected. And I know deaths are not on calendars, but y'all know what I mean when I say very unexpected. I understand where Nicole is coming from, though, because for some people, it is, am I going to eat? And I don't know where you found that cheap whole life insurance, but I think it's going to depend on where you live, what part of the United States, what neighborhood, because that's going to definitely affect your rates. For some people, you're going to decide between eating and your light bill and that. So if you are living in a way that you really don't have to worry about bills and you got another income coming in too, or somebody else in the home, I understand how you can prioritize, insurance. But if you're by yourself and you are barely making it, like barely making it, and any extra money you have is going to be bus fare to get you back and forth to work, King, that's a very difficult decision, and you won't have it to pay. Now, if they have it somewhere where it's $10, I don't know where that is, but put that in the comments. Everybody can comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute just till I finish. Hold on, because you're making noise. I already got it. Excuse me. So yeah, if there is somewhere, and I understand you're saying that you're saying just get the burial, but if someone, like, let's say someone that's on disability on SSI, not even the other disability, because that one is more than SSI. If they get just enough for bills and just enough to eat, because they don't get food stamps and all of that, what if they cannot afford it? What if there is no $10 policy available to them or anywhere? What if because they have existing health issues, their rate is a little bit higher? Like, what if it's a situation where that person just could not get it? That, I think, is what she's saying. Would you then change your mind? Would you still feel the same?
No, I probably wouldn't.
Exactly.
If it was a situation where they didn't make enough money and they couldn't afford, to get it, that's a whole different situation. But then, our target was a working person. That was my target. We talking about people that actually work a job and, don't even think about getting it. Now, when you got situations where, like you said, older people and stuff, and like you said, they barely making it and just getting by like that, that's a whole different point of view. That's a whole different situation that, yeah, I wouldn't mind because their situation. But if you grown, you working a job, your job off life insurance, I sure hate it for you. I'm just not feeling sorry for you because you can afford it. You work a job. They don't charge, every job that I've ever worked at, like I said, Nick, life insurance, they either give it to you free or you pay little or nothing, and then you can always get it, extra. So I'm saying, so it just depends. You know what I'm saying? My thing is your priorities. When you are able working person, now, like you said, disabled, whatever the conditions, totally different situation. I understand you might not have enough to be able to pay it. Those conditions, situations, I'll be more than happy. But if you able-bodied,
I'm not sure though, King, that somebody working at a minimum wage job, they're offered a burial or life insurance.
Yes, Nick. Every
Gotta do
company I
minimum
ever
wage
worked,
jobs, King.
every company I ever worked offer life insurance. Every company, whether with
That
minimums,
you have worked, baby. What I'm saying is, I don't think every job out here that's minimum wage is offering life insurance.
they do.
There have
Nick.
been many that I have worked that did not offer that. There
They
have been
don't
some that did.
no type of life insurance.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
I ain't never worked a company that didn't offer life insurance. We
If
talk about
somebody that
security,
watches this, even in the replay, if you work, you can private message me because I want you to put your business out there. But
right?
if you work at a minimum wage paying job at a McDonald's or anything like that where it's minimum wage, or you've had one before, did they offer you life insurance? Please
Exactly.
hit me up and let me know that, because
Yes,
I know for a fact that's not across the board.
I just never worked at one that didn't offer it.
I got you. All right, Ken, just give us a final thought, just overall. You don't have to break
Okay,
everything down, just a final thought so we can go
got you.
ahead and
So,
let the good people go.
like hey, don't help nobody with no murders. Just stay off that track. You know what I'm saying? If they commit the murder, let them commit it by themselves. That keep you out of trouble. Don't have to worry about it. Ladies, dude invites. Understand the verbiage. If a man invites you to dinner, tell him I want to take you out or I want to take you dinner. Understand he had a pet, and make him. If sometimes you got to reinforce that, like you do understand that you're inviting me to dinner, so you have to pay. And if he don't understand that, well, nah, that ain't what I meant. Well, either don't go or tell him to change it up, but we can do it. But understand that's what that means. I want to take you to dinner. That means you're gonna pay. Okay. As far as the, you know what I'm saying, the marriage situation with the business, hey, let's be real. It was my business first. Okay. I'm paying and taking care of us with that. You work a job, you don't work a job, don't worry about it. Everything's good. Trust me, we're gonna be okay. Don't worry about coming and trying to work for my job. I mean, there's no need. So, other than that, don't be bullying nobody. Hey, when somebody stop talking to you on the plane, train, stop talking, let it go, so you won't get beat down. You know, and try to get insurance if you can afford it, and you work a job. Ask to see if they offer it. But don't just overlook it. That's my thoughts. Hey, I love y'all. Thanks for listening. Like we always, love y'all. Glad y'all support us. And like we said, Thursdays, 1:00 Central, 2:00 Eastern, Instagram Live. Check us out. Their POV with Nick and King, or just POV Nick. Okay, no problem. Okay, and I love y'all. Take it easy. Have a good week. King is out.
I asked King not to give a comment on everything, but since he took up all of the time, I'm going to leave my comments off. And I'm just going to hit y'all with this. Please don't forget to hit your girl at the overcomer.com. Also, you can find me on all of your favorite podcast platforms. And every single episode is on YouTube. So please find me there. If you all have not followed or liked us over on Facebook, or here on Facebook, over on Instagram or YouTube, please do so. Again, Thursdays, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be on our Instagram pages doing a 45-minute to 1 hour episode. Sometimes it's going to be even shorter than that. We're just going to hit a good topic, get in there and get out, because some of y'all have said that you miss us during the week because we're only on Sundays. So there you go. If you would like to join us, please hit me up at nickandking@gmail.com. Or if you want to send us a topic that you would love for us to discuss, please send it there. Yeah, King took up all the time. So with that being said, I mean, hey, it's what it is. On that note, love you guys so much. As always, kings and queens, keep reigning. See you guys on Thursdays, or we'll see you on Sunday. Have a good one. Bye.